Welcome back for another video. As highly requested, this video is a free hit team for Game Week 12. Millions of managers are considering using it this game week, and the question many are asking is whether to use it or not. So first of all, in my opinion, if you can't get to 8 or 9 players with a hit or 2, then you're better off saving it. We're all in different positions though. Some of us have a full 11, and some of us have 3 Arsenal, 3 City, plus injuries or suspensions to deal with. Even if you've not got the chip active, you'll find some value in this video. There is one notable player from this draft who has been left out, who we'll talk more about at the end. If you want to up your FPL game this season, click the link below to join Fantasy Football Scouts members area. Essential tools such as the season ticker, player comparison, custom data tables and more, which will help you improve your game. I'm a member myself and I can't recommend it enough. If you are interested, click the link below, which supports the channel too. So let's run through the team, and in goal it's Sanchez. Brighton are top of the clean sheet odds for Game Week 12, facing Forest at home, who have scored just 7 goals in 10 games this season. Only Wolves have scored less. If you caught the Who to Buy video, FPL Review had Sanchez projected marginally top among all goalkeepers as well. The back 3 is Trippier, Dunk and Guehi. Trippier is an obvious pick on a free hit, second top scoring defender and a good looking home fixture against Everton. He's also got plenty of attacking threat both on set pieces and open play. It's a slightly risky double up in the Brighton defence, with Dunk coming in alongside Sanchez. Alternatively, there's another Newcastle defender on the bench if you prefer the Newcastle double up instead, both feasible for this game week. Estepinian is the more exciting pick in the Brighton defence, but a risky one for minutes. De Zerbi said in his presser that Lallana will start the next match, we just don't know who in place of. It could be Gross, or it could even be Estepinian with Trossard moving to left wing back. Guehi completes the back 3 up against the Wolves side, whose struggle for goals this season has been well documented. When we're talking about players like Dunk or Webster or Guehi or Anderson, there's really next to nothing in it, and they could easily outperform one another. So if you prefer Anderson, who has more points this season due to scoring earlier in the campaign, then he's fine too. The midfield is Salah captain, Mount, Trossard and Son. It's a stacked midfield, and Salah looks like the best captain for Game Week 12, and he seems to be finding some form again, which lines up nicely with a home fixture against West Ham. He scored the crucial winner against Man City after a hat-trick the midweek before. It's unclear how Liverpool line up with both Jota and Diaz out, but nonetheless he's a staple in Liverpool's starting 11. This season among midfielders, only De Bruyne has higher expected goal involvement with 6.52 XGI to Salah's 6.23. Mount's role has changed under Potter and he looks back to his best after a slow start to the season. He's playing very advanced at times, central to Chelsea's attack and on set pieces. He scored an excellent free kick last game week in fact. If you can't afford Mount, then Zaha's perhaps an equally good pick, who has scored in each of his last 2 games against Wolves. Trossard's unlikely to be the make way for Lallana. He's Brighton's best player and a really good pick for Game Week 12, particularly if you're looking for a short-term Maddison replacement. He scored 56 points this season so far. Only Foden, Saka, De Bruyne and Martinelli have more among midfielders. We mentioned earlier that Lallana joining the team could be in place of Estepinian, with Trossard potentially moving to left wing back. Even if that were to be the case, it's not enough to warrant any concern. Back in Game Week 6 he actually played there as well and scored 12 points from a goal and an assist. On a free hit you always want to chase the maximum upside, and this team is stacked with a midfield and front 3 that all have full potential, and it's Son that completes the midfield. It's not the best fixture on the road to Man United. Interestingly, Man United have got the better of Spurs in the last 3 occasions they've met in the league, but it makes sense to pack the free hit with premiums, and there's really only Salah, Son and Kane available to choose from this week. Perhaps Sterling, but Mount is in better form and enables a stacked front 3 as well. The front 3 is Mitrovic, Wilson and Kane. These 3 all are top of the forward projections for Game Week 12, followed by Nunez and Welbeck and Solanke etc. Mitrovic marks his return with a goal from the penalty spot for Fulham, and they have a genuine shot of winning here, which would put them 6 points clear of their opponent's Villa, and potentially as high as 7th in the Premier League table. Mitrovic has 7 goals this season. Only Haaland, Kane and Tony have more, who've all played more minutes due to Mitrovic's recent injury. Wilson's always been the type of FPL asset where if you catch him in a run of games where he's not injured, he's one of the best value for money forwards in the game. The free hit's a perfect opportunity to therefore hop onto him for 1 week if you don't already own him and hope for a haul against Everton, which is very feasible. Kane completes the starting 11, who still hasn't blanked since Game Week 1, by far the longest run of games without blanking. Haaland was also on 9 consecutive returns up until Game Week 11. He's another no-brainer on a free hit and he's playing exceptional at the moment. As such, he gets the vice-captaincy. As a side thought, it's nice to get a week off from the usual, where the majority of the player base captain Haaland. There's of course nothing wrong with that, as he is the top scorer this season, but we're treated to a week where there are bigger rank swings on the cards if you nail captaincy this week. The bench is Ward, Andreas, Shah and Nico. It's a very affordable draft to make sure you can all afford this team. However, if you are short of cash, then as mentioned, Mount could move to Zaha, or Shah to a cheaper defender such as Botman or Anderson, or even you could go Nico down to a 3.9 mil defender, and you'll almost certainly not need a third player on your bench anyway. The one player who has a massive upside and is missing here is Alexander-Arnold. He was back sooner than expected last game week, coming off the bench in added time. He's a very tempting pick on a free here, just slightly risky only having just returned. Also, a sacrifice would need to be made somewhere to fund him, perhaps Mount to a cheaper mid like Zaha or Son to Zaha. So that concludes the free hit video, thanks for watching. It is a double upload today, so if you're appreciating the content, hit like before you go and subscribe for more content to come before the deadline. See you soon for the next one.